Yo, what's good? Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're going to do a little read up. So I just listened to the Suicide Silence 2005 EP. A little insight if you haven't watched my listen through, or potentially the video is, this video is up before the listen through. I had a couple of tunes off of that EP when I was younger. I downloaded them off of LimeWire, torrented them. Now, I don't know the quality as to which I ended up receiving these files, but the sound was very extreme to me. It was too hard for me at the time. I was going through the Scene Kids stage. I was listening to like these brutal bands and so forth, and I couldn't find much melodic value that pleased me within Suicide Silence's EP. There was one tune in particular entitled About a Plane Crash, most definitely, that was on that record, and it was just too much for me. So I thought, you know what, we'll have a little dive on the Wikipedia, have a look at the band's early history, and then have a little dig into the information of the self-titled EP. So Suicide Silence is an American deathcore band from Riverside, California. Band was established in 2002 and has released 7 studio albums, 3 EPs, and 19 music videos. They were awarded the Revolver Golden God Award for the Best New Talent in 2009. The group currently consists of guitarist Chris Garza, Mark Haleman, bassist Dan Kenny, vocalist Hernan Eddie Hermida, and drummer Ernie I can't pronounce. I'm not going to do you this justice by mispronouncing your name. Sorry about that, Ernie. Hernan Eddie Hermida, I really enjoyed in All Shall Perish, and I've actually seen Suicide Silence perform with Hernan Hermida fronting the band. My mate actually got me side stage. It was sick. That was in Leeds at the Leeds University. I can't remember the name of the room, but we had Ingested on support. I remember that much, and I don't know who else was on support. So Formation, Demos, and self-titled debut EP. Because when I was searching for the 2005 EP, I also saw a Family Guy 2004 demo. So Suicide Silence was founded in 2000, blah, 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 blah. It's a side project made up of musicians from other bands. Interesting, because when I listened to the EP, I made a comment in regards to, this isn't an average band of random dudes coming together. It must have been planned out, because they're all very good musicians from the get-go. The band's first release was in, I've just got a ghost behind me. The band's first release was in 2003, the Death Awaits demo. After Death Awaits was completed, the band began recording a second demo, which was released in 2004 and saw a fair change in the group's lineup. Josh Goddard replaced Justin Tufano on drums, and Mike Olheiser replaced Chris Grukalski on bass. Also saw the firing of vocalist Tanner Womack after the band's first performance. Wow, which left all vocal duties solely to Mitch Lugger. So, hold on, I'm getting a ring through here, people. Oh, one moment. I can't let this one hang. Hold on. Oakley dokley. Man, I must have a ghost in my house. My door opens by itself. So, it was this time that the band members began committing more time to Suicide Silence. The following year, the band began to work on their first release, backed by a small indie label. A self-titled EP that was released at the end of September that year. It was initially released by Third Degree Records, and later released in the UK through In at the Deep End Records. The group booked all their own tours around the USA soon after its release. The EP featured new guitarist Rick Ash, who replaced Josh Stefano. Ash would not stick around for too long, however, and he was replaced by Mark Helam, who remains as lead guitarist to this day. 2006 marked the departure of drummer Josh Goddard, who was replaced by Alex Lopez. That's a name I'm familiar with, Alex Lopez, ex-guitarist for Blackheart Eulogy and The Funeral Pyre. Funeral Pyre was an American black and death metal band from California. Yeah, Funeral Pyre rings a bell. Let's check out the self-titled EP then. So it's Debut EP by American Deathcore, but blah 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 blah. What don't we know? It was recorded in the summer of 2005 and released originally on September the 30th, 2005 through Third Degree Records, which we know. It was recorded as the band's first ever studio quality release for listening audiences and was released 1 year before the band's third demo was recording. How interested that they put another demo out after this EP, which in turn led to their signing to Century Media. Century Media is a big boy ting, which we can have a look at in due time. After the release of their 2006 demo, the Suicide Silence EP was re-released through British label. The EP promoted Suicide Silence to greater heights, providing ever expanding fan base. Now this is some old school stuff right here. This is old school. The EP is released as an enhanced CD and contains a QuickTime file for Destruction of a Statue Live, a video that is viewable on Mac and Microsoft Windows personal computers. The song Ending Is the Beginning was re-recorded for the band's 2014 album, You Can't Stop Me. The song's name was also later used as the inspiration for the title of the band's 2014 live album, Ending Is the Beginning, the Mitch Lucker Memorial Show. So there's a little bit of background information. Let's put some respect on the personnel. We've got Mitch Lucker, Rick Ash, Chris Garza, Mike Bodkins, Josh Goddard. Production, I want to give a shout out to production. Someone commented on the EP stating that it was like some garage production or something, as if they had recorded it themselves. It was a proper DIY shindig. It must not be, because my man Nick Bygone Randhawa has been given credits for recording and mixing, and Nick Baz for mastering. They're not in the band, bro. And yeah, what more can I say? Genre is deathcore and brutal death metal. I think Suicide Silence's genre is a great debate to be had, because they do teeter the line. It's the breakdowns, in my opinion, that make it iffy. It's the breakdowns. I think the artwork's sick, personally. I think the artwork's very cool. And that's it. Let's continue onwards. Let's listen to The Cleansing next, people. Hold tight, every man. I'm signing out. One love.